This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now here's Snell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Protein spill.
Second and 11. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh. Yellow. Go, little lady.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Geis on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half.
Round 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Back to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? 10 logo. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Fight.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch. Yellow. Come on, switch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hard, hard.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Ready? Check, check, quit talking about it and bring it. Hit it.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. 15. See me in your nightmares. Smoke. Kill. Mike, check. 59. Watch the out. Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. 59, let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And again, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
He's coming, he's coming. Hey, 43. Pick it up, defense, let's go. Check it.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Good one, boy, let's go. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darius Geis. 32 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. They go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Down. 30 base. I got you. I got you.
They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check him. Strip the ball.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Quarterback, don't get pilot. 64, 5.
2nd and 9 now. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was looking for Landry that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Boswell for the extra point. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Steelers 70, Browns 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
A run for Nick Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Let's go.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a run with Geis. Got some room at the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.